Good afternoon, everyone. This is Lane with Northwest Bus Sales. Today I'm going to be showing you a 2026 Ford Turtle Top. This is their Terra Transit medium duty. This one's equipped to seat 14 passengers plus the driver and does have a rear storage area. So first things first, under the hood we've got the 7.3 liter V8 gas engine. E350 chassis with, you can see dual rear wheels back there. This is a pretty cool bus. There's a lot of quality components to discuss here. Something while we're outside, kind of looking at the outside, you'll notice it's got a pretty good glossy finish on it. This is a gel-coated exterior. The skins that you see on the bus side of it, the cab, those are going to be OEM Ford pre-paint, or those panels will be painted. The rest of the bus is gel coat. So where that's different is when we look at our, our Starcrafts of the world, those are going to be pre-painted panels, so it costs a little less to manufacture. This bus, definitely a lot more care goes into the build process. First things first is nice stylish looking lights at the top, that big front view window. They go with a quality mirror. This is a Velvac brand mirror. I really prefer these mirrors. They got that big convex on the bottom, works as almost a blind spot assist. The breakaway feature on these is really good, really easy to, so nice big front view window there forward to the entry door. But nice bus. So a lot of composites here. The panels are composite. The subfloor under the gray flooring we see here is made by a company called Kusa. It's composite. So if you're in rusty country, this is probably a bus you want to look at. Okay, so this is probably likely going to go to a hotel or a tour and charter operator, maybe a airport parking. So little things that I like. You got those metal step nosings. These hopefully would never wear out. Those are going to be tough as nails. So that's that flooring's made by Ultro. It's a non-skid surface. Got a couple of grab bars left and right side. Nice big entryway. We've been getting more requests for the Ford OEM driver's seat. That's a lot more comfortable than your aftermarket entry-level seats. So Turtle Top in this case built this bus on what used to be a dual door chassis. So what that means is you get an OEM radio with steering wheel controls and power windows, power locks. So all right, so again, nice big Velvac mirrors. You can see how big that convex mirror is. In this case, we've been getting more requests for blind spot technology in this rear view mirror here. So you can see, we'll turn that turn signal on. You can see on the left side here, and then here's the school buses on the right. So get some advancements there. Those mirrors do such a good job of seeing. I don't know how much you're really going to need, but so there's that big front view window from the inside. There's our electrical panel. Real clean, pretty spacious in there. There's your heat and air conditioning control board. You can get an idea of the insulation that they put behind the walls. Fuse panel. Little fan to keep everybody cool in there. We went with they call this a gray tweed vinyl. Easier to clean, keeps the noises down, keeps the rattles down, and looks sharp. Instead of those shiny white panels you see on some of the entry-level buses. But all right, we mentioned the flooring. You can see it's coved. It actually goes up to that black track there. Where there's an advantage there is cleaning, so you don't run the risk of water or moisture getting behind panels causing odor. All smooth surfaces. You can see the seats, those are vinyl. Vertical stitching looks nice. Lap belts, armrests on the aisle, and then behind that wall back there is the rear luggage area. All right, so 55,000 BTU air conditioning system. There's a roof hatch. Overhead luggage racks, a couple speakers each side, so everybody can rock out while you're on a trip. That red LED, that indicates an point of egress. There's one on each side. Should you need to get out of the bus quickly, you got two nice big windows to get out of. So actually, speaking of windows, so if you're sitting here going on a tour of Mount Rainier, you got some nice big windows. Big windows out the front, you can see forever. And then these windows here are nice and big. How about a Gillig? Got two of them. Okay, nice feature, no wheel wells. This bus has a raised floor, so nobody's going to have their knees in their chest. There's our heater. Yeah, nice and clean interior. A lot of natural light. Love it. I like those stylish little puck lights up there. Okay. 4-step entry. There's emergency release at the top. Cool. Let's check out the rest of the bus. It's a pretty clean looking bus. And you can see that, hopefully you can see the glossy finish. So where that gel coat's going to come in nice is in time when this gets washed. This will be a more durable surface. It'll hold its luster longer. Something I like to point out, some of the entry-level buses, you can see a point of construction where people, I don't know if you can hear how loud that is. That's a solid panel there. A lot of the other ones are super flimsy. Turtle Top doesn't really cut any corners quality-wise. Their fit and finish, I'd put it up against any other bus. I like that rear cap, real modern looking, those tail lights instead of the round lights on most of the other buses. Okay, something to point out here too in their construction. Can you see that line there? We call that the belt line. Look at that in relationship to right here. It's lower by probably about 6 inches. Sorry about the helicopter. Let's see here. All right, back to work. So can you see the difference of the floor height? So that the belt line, that's the floor, or that's the floor line inside the bus. In the back here, this is actually lower. So if you got a driver moving a lot of luggage all the time, they will like you for this one. Nice low step, then low step to the floor inside the bus. So we got this kind of hard plastic, can't remember what you call that, but pretty durable rear luggage. So if this is going to a hotel, this will probably last a long time. Couple lights on each side. Here's your safety kit, fire extinguisher and everything. We'll mount that where you want it. And then a slam latch. A lot better than some of the others where they use a couple rods. This is a good solid door. Yeah, so no CDL required for this bus unless you're in California. See those big windows? There's our air conditioning condenser down there. They kind of changed it. They used to be straight up and down. They actually they lay it on its side, then they can use more surface area on that condenser. So that's a pretty efficient system for its size. But if you got any questions, you're looking for pricing on a custom bus to build it to your spec, if you want trucking or driving services, leasing, financing, lettering, you name it, we've got a lot of different things we offer. So 800-231-7099 or sales, SALES, @nwbus.com. Thank you.